Hey guys, Patrioticastacker here, and I'm still in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's almost 80 degrees today. It's sunny, no clouds in the sky, outstanding weather, and it sucks to be going home in a couple days, but Saturday morning we are off back to New York. But anyways, if you guys are like me and you stack your precious metals and you like to keep it at home or nearby, you want to invest in a good safe. A lot of people in the community lately have been posting videos about security and what safes you should buy and where you should keep your precious metals when you're stacking. And I'm a firm believer keeping it at home and other immediate family members' houses. So the one thing that is urgent, very important in my opinion, and this is not counting security cameras or alarm systems or anything like that. I'm strictly talking about safes. What safes you should buy. And I have a little video clip for you guys today. Very interesting. Explains the different styles of safes, what they're good for, and what you should be investing in my opinion. Anywhere from a TL15 to a TL30 and up is your best bet when it comes to buying a good safe for storing your precious metals. Now, obviously, no matter what safe you buy, if someone really wants to get into it, they're going to get into it. But the whole purpose of a safe is to buy you time. You want to make that person work for it. You want to make it impossible for this person to get in, and you want to buy time until the cops get there, or until you get there, or you wake up, or etc. Whatever. Yeah, it's definitely important to buy a really good safe, and let's get to that video, guys.
To protect any kind of content of value, you want a burglary rated safe. But which one do you get? It's very confusing. There's burglary ratings, RSC rating, TL15, TL30. What the heck do they all mean? Well, let's go through each of those step by step and tell you what you get at each of those burglary ratings. So let's start with a basic burglary rated safe. Sometimes you'll see these listed as B rated or C rated. What exactly does that mean? Well, nowadays it doesn't mean anything. A manufacturer calls a burglary rated safe a burglary rated safe when they've done something to enhance the security of the safe. But it's not a UL rating. It doesn't mean anything. So if you look at some of the features, this is the Holland that we talked about in another video. I'll put a link to it down below. But when you get to a burglary rated safe, you start to get things like thicker bolts. You get things like anti-drill plate, ballistic anti-drill plates that just eat up drill bits. You get a lot of weight in the safe so that it's hard to move and hard to transport. You get thicker steel on the outside of the safe. So they come with a lot of inherent safety features. This one also has a 30-foot drop rating. So it's been tested to 30 feet by the manufacturer so that when it drops, it doesn't break open. Now you'll see on this safe here that this is an entire seal on the entire channel that goes into this groove so that when this safe is opened by cutting these bolts, if somebody tries to cut these bolts and open this safe, they still can't get that door open. So you start to see features like that. But if it's just a burglary rating, that's not a UL rating. That just means it's been enhanced. Does that mean it's a bad safe? No, of course not. This is one of our favorite safes at this price point for a burglary rated safe. But there are better. So let's move up the line. What is a UL rated safe? Well, we just talked about how manufacturers claim burglary ratings because they enhance a safe. A UL rating is an actual inspection and test done to the safe by a certified board that certifies that that safe resists a certain level of attack. The first rating that we can talk about there is an RSC rating, a residential security container. Now here's a gun safe by Holland, the RG Republic. I'll put a link to the video below where we talk about this safe in detail, but this is an RSC rated safe. So some of the features: 1.5-inch bolts, 1/4-inch solid steel door, things of that nature. Now, what is actually required for an RSC rating? Two things. One of them is the door has to be 3/16 of an inch thick across the entire door. The other is it has to have at least 12 gauge metal around the entire safe. Now this safe exceeds both of those qualifications. And the last thing is, if you set somebody down in front of this safe and you give them the blueprints and you give them the ability to take the safe apart and inspect it before attempting to break in, when he attempts to break in, can he get in under 5 minutes? If he can get into this safe under 5 minutes using common tools, then it won't get an RSC rating. If he can't, it'll achieve that rating. So it's a 5-minute attack with one man using common tools that you can get at any hardware store. That's what's required to get an RSC rating. Now, you don't have to have a big safe to get an RSC rating. One of our favorite little safes, especially for jewelry, is this Berg Watcher safe here. I'll put a link to that product down below. That's an RSC rated safe as well. Now, that rating comes out of Europe instead of the US because that is manufactured in Germany, but it is an RSC rating. So that's your first level of UL protection. What comes after that? After RSC ratings, you start to get into RSC2, and this is a relatively new rating. In fact, they only certify safes for that rating right now once every 7 years. RSC2 rating means that same thing. You sit a guy in front of the safe, you give him all the tools, the blueprints, everything he needs, you let him dissect the safe. If 2 people, in this case 2, are attacking this safe, if they get in under 10 minutes, it will not achieve an RSC2 security rating. The only gun safe I know of right now that has an RSC2 security rating is the American Security BF2 line. Those are RSC2 security ratings. So it's basically 4 times as tough as an RSC1 because it's 2 people attacking it for 10 minutes as opposed to 1 person attacking it for 5 minutes. So what's next in terms of safe ratings? After you get to RSC2, you're going to be looking at a TL15. Let's talk about that. Now here I'm in front of a TL30 rated safe by Holland. It's very similar to their TL15 rating. I don't have any of those in stock at the moment. There's been quite a run on safes lately. So what does the TL15 rating mean? Basically, it means that you sit somebody down in front of the safe, going under all the things that we talked about before. Sometimes there's further clarifications. You could add blow torches and things of that nature to the attack, things you don't commonly find in a hardware store. If that trained technician gets in under 15 minutes, it fails the test and is not TL15 rated. If it takes over 15 minutes, it's a TL15 rated safe. And again, that is the time actually spent cutting, drilling, probing, hammering, whatever you're doing to get in. So the all-encompassed time to get in is longer than that. That's the actual tool on safe cutting time. On the TL15 rated safes, the one thing that you start to see a lot of is you start to see concrete filled linings on the safe. So they have a concrete composite of some sort poured between the 2 liners of the safe to make it much harder to get into by attacking the sides of the safe. So you start to see that creep in RSC, RSC2. Not very many of them have it, but once you get to the TL15, TL30, almost all the available safes have that as a protection technique. Now on this TL30, going up to the next level, and logically, it's setting that same trained tech down in front of the safe with the tools, the equipment, the blueprints, the ability to take it apart and inspect it, and he takes longer than 30 minutes to get in. And they're hiring people with that safe expertise to get in. So it doesn't seem like a lot of protection, but is it? It's actually the one that insurers require jewelry stores to have. So jewelry stores are very often putting them into a TL30 rated safe. As an idea, this little safe right here weighs 1,000 pounds. This little guy, 1,000 pounds. That's the kind of quality and material that goes into a TL30 rated safe. There is a rating above TL30, and that's a TL30 by 6. Now, what the heck does that mean? Well, all of the safe ratings we talked about so far really talk about getting in through the door. A TL30 by 6 is rated at a TL30 rating on all sides of the safe. So you've got all 4 sides, front and back, TL30 rating. So if you want the absolute best safe you can get, that's really it. Well, is it? Well, not really. There's one more, but I've never seen one. If you see a TR before the TL rating, so a TR TL30 by 6, that's the best safe you can get. And again, I've never even seen one of those safes. But what they do there is they've expanded the capability of the tools that the safe cracker can use trying to get in. Very high-end cutting torches, and even nitroglycerin is allowed for a TR TL rated safe. So there's all your safe ratings. Hopefully you found that information useful.
There you go, guys. That was the video. I was searching all night for good videos, and that one came across, and I thought that one was perfect, especially to beginner stackers or people looking to buy a good safe. That guy pretty much explained it down through and through. You know, gave you the full info on those safes and how they're graded and which one is the best one to buy. And like he said, you really want a really good safe, the best of the best. You know, you're gonna need a TL30. They do have the TR30s and stuff, but like you said, they're practically impossible to find. But a TL30 is your best bet, and the TL15s are good too. You know, they're not as good as the TL30s, obviously, but they're still a good safe. Starting off, that would probably be a great safe for you guys. But just know that just because you're spending $2,000 on a safe, it's, you know, doesn't mean it's good. Just like there's safes that you can spend $10,000 on, it doesn't mean it's good. You have to look at the safe, look at the specs, the information about it, and most importantly, look at if it's graded. If it's a TL15 or a TL30, that's your best bet when it comes to stacking precious metals. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a little something, and please like, subscribe, share the video, comment down, let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys have a TL15 or a TL30 safe, or even a TR30, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.